Okay, everybody, welcome back to the O&D Life. Today, we're going to be talking with Tim with Bigtoolrack. So let me bring Tim on in and let you say hi to O&D Nation.
Hey, hello, Garrett. Hello, O&D Life. Good to be here.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to schedule this. I know that you've been busy, so I appreciate you taking the time to spend some time with us.
No, we're happy to do it. It's been really crazy, but always like to talk to folks like you. It's been a great thing.
Good deal. I appreciate it. Thank you. What I wanted to do and what I've been doing with some of the people where I've been using their products, reaching out, I wanted to just try and find out a little bit more about your company and how it started, how Bigtoolrack was started up. And then we'll kind of get into some of the products and what's new and talk shop, I guess you could say. So if you could, just if you want to go ahead and give me a little more information about yourself, kind of your background, and then about Bigtoolrack, how it came about.
All right. Well, my name is Tim Dakota. I live out in Connecticut, and in the past, I worked for a bottled water company for the past 30 years. I spent there. And, around 2013, I came up with this idea for Bigtoolrack, and I wasn't looking to start another company. I was looking to just satisfy a need that I had. Basically, I had purchased a John Deere 2320, and I was doing a project around my house. And I remember I was doing a seeding project. So basically, I was moving topsoil from the front of my yard to all these different spots in my yard and trying to spread the topsoil, using the loader to move the topsoil. And then every spot that I went to, I needed rakes, I needed shovels, I needed the straw, I needed grass seed, I needed fertilizer. And every time I finished a spot, all my tools were left at the last location. So I'm sure everyone's been there. And I was constantly chasing my tools and moving straw from location to location. I said, there's got to be a better way. I mean, this tractor's awesome. I love the tractor. It works so well, but I didn't have anything with me. And with these tractors, there's no room for gloves or anything. I mean, you really can't carry anything on them. So I just started thinking about it. And I know people build carryalls all the time. And I started to build this metal frame, wood carryall combination, and just kept adding to it. And it worked for me. And, it wasn't perfect, but it worked for me. And I kept adding all these features that I needed. So it was just something for me. I mean, I wasn't looking to start, a company. It just happened, based on the needs that I had. So it kept evolving and evolving. And finally I went to the guys I work with, and I said, hey, so I've got this idea, that I'm looking, there's nothing like it out there in the market. Like a mobile tool storage solution. And one of the guys had like 100 acres. The other guy had some property as well, but not that much. And one of them was into tractors and stuff. And we talked about it, and they're like, you think it's a viable thing? I said, yeah. I said, I love it. I can't, I leave it on my tractor all the time. So they loved the idea, and they got behind me and became my investors and partners. And we brought, what's known today as Bigtoolrack to market.
Wow, that is awesome. And I guess, so you had a business background, and is that right?
Yeah, I worked for a bottled water company. I was doing purchasing. I was the vice president of the company. I wore a lot of different hats. I ran our service department. I was in that business for 30 years. So yeah. I spent a lot of time, in the trenches, working on equipment, and then I got into management and purchasing and all that stuff. So I had some experience in that, sourcing things and doing that. So it helped me.
I see. Because definitely, I mean, I could see where the little knowledge that I have in starting a business and having a product, tooling things out and getting it ready for production. I mean, it's no small feat. So, I've kind of followed along how you've grown, so it's awesome.
It's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. And then you design things, and You're constantly trying to make it better, and it's a constant improvement of things, you know, as you go through this process. And then obviously you want to try and protect yourself, so there's patents involved and trademarking, and we try to do everything right. We try to, you know, cross our T's and dot our I's with everything we're doing. But it is a tremendous amount of work to bring something from nothing all the way to market. And obviously, and we've been fortunate, you know, people have received the product very well, and you know, we sell our products all over the world now.
Now, when did you first put it onto the market? About what year, roughly? Well, right behind you, I guess I see 2013.
Yeah, so it started in 2013 was when I came up with it, and we didn't start selling it till 2014. We sold a few in 2014 just to test the market. But yeah, it's about 7 years ago when it started, and about 6 years ago we started to sell it. So. Okay.
And so when I got my tractor around 2000, I think it was 2014. So that's when I quickly realized I needed something to be able to carry tools on with me, and started looking and came across your product. And same thing, you know, you see also people making carryalls, and, you know, I realized that by the time I sourced all the materials and then took the time to put it all together, you know, I definitely couldn't have done it better by any means. So, you know, that's what really appealed to me. I know a lot of guys on the social media, a lot of guys say, "Oh, I could build that," you know.
Yeah, I know people do, and listen, that's great. People do it all the time. But there's a lot to it, and I think, you know, a lot of people don't realize until they actually buy one the substance of the thing. I mean, it's the racks. Our ultimate racks, 300 pounds of steel. You know, it's 300 pounds of steel that's powder coated, and you know, there's a lot of design work in there. It's a substantial piece of equipment. I mean, it's a real attachment, and until people actually get one delivered, they're blown away. I mean, they're like, holy cow, I had no idea this is what it was going to be. Because it's hard to do the product justice on the website. You see pictures and you don't realize how big it is, and you know, how well built it is. And, you know, we pride ourselves on quality. I mean, that's what we do. We build quality carryalls. That's all we do, is build carryall systems. So, I mean, there's nothing else. But
that's your specialty. And it shows, you know, the quality of the product. And, you know, I could potentially put something together out of wood, but, you know, anything with metal and doing any metal work and stuff, it would be an absolute mess. Or I'd have to buy a whole bunch of equipment just to do it. So yeah, without a doubt, there's so many people out there that don't have the equipment. And so this is such an affordable solution. It truly is. And like you said, it's an implement. So we spend lots of money on our tractor implements. And
you look at a tractor that's 30. I mean, tractors range from, I'm going to say, 15,000 to, you know, all the way up past 60,000. You know, for what this cost, you know, the value you're getting out of it, you can't put a number to that. I mean, it basically turns your tractor into a UTV. And one thing that's interesting, Garrett, is, and I didn't even realize this, people that are buying them own RTVs, gators, and tractors all together, and they're buying my product. And I'm surprised sometimes that they buy it and they tell me that they can get more on the Bigtoolrack than they can in their UTV or their gator. And I never really thought about it. And the reason being is all of our tool holders are mounted on the outside. So they secure all their tools in a nice, neat order, keep them there. They're easily accessible. And the whole cargo area is open for other things. So you're not like throwing hay bales in on top of tools or whatever you're putting in their mulch, or your cargo area is free to do what you want to do with it. And that's been the message I've received back from our customers. And, you know, a lot of these guys that have the gators and RTVs, their wives want to take the gator and go out on the land, and all their tools are in it. So they don't want their tools bouncing around. And now this just gives them a place to keep their tools nice, neat, organized, roll it away in their garage or barn, and grab it when they need it. So, I mean, it's been a great message back from our customers.
I keep it on all the time. I mean, unless I have a specific task where I need another implement on the back, it stays on mine, all the time. It's always on there, just because all my tools are on it.
Right. Right. And
in the rack.
That's the thing. And some people say, "Oh, I'm putting my tools in the bucket," and I used to do that. And if you're like me, you put it in there and you've forgotten the chainsaws in there, and you go to scoop a pile of dirt, or it bounces out and you run it over. It's just not made to carry your tools. You can do it, but it's just an accident waiting to happen.
Exactly. So yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with it. Definitely. Well, and you know what? I was on your website, and we can bring up the website and go through some of the items. And for folks that are watching, on your website, you have your Bigtoolrack story there. So I'd encourage people to go in and kind of read about the story, and got a nice picture of you and your family there. So now, I follow you on social media. Did you just have a daughter graduate?
I did. She just graduated high school. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Congratulations. What a year.
They've all been a great help. My wife, my son, and my daughter have been instrumental in helping me build this business. My kids and wife, we have built so many racks together. I don't make them do it anymore because we're just too big, but we've done it. I mean, we've all worked nights, weekends, and when I had my other job, we would just spend countless hours together doing this and building this company. It's been unbelievable. And
I think that's what's part of what I love about talking to you guys. The other people that I've talked to, it is just a passion, that the whole family shares, and in there building racks or, products and getting it shipped out and delivering. And so it's been fun for me to watch on social media, kind of how, just seeing some of the pictures that you post there.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's a special thing. And, one of my most special gifts that I've received was my daughter. When we first started the business, I think it was our second Christmas since we started the business, she built this cardboard sign, and she drew out the whole country, and we put pins wherever we sold racks. And I still have that to this day. It sits on my desk. I cherish it.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. And so then, they're learning so much, just being able to participate in it and what it takes. And so, yeah, that's priceless.
Yeah.
A priceless education. So, okay. So we're on the site. Is there any, let's see here. What I've been doing is just wanting to go through some of the products and let you talk about them. Anything new? I'll let you kind of tell me where to go. Sure. I'll drive.
Well, why don't you go to racks, and you can go to the yard rack.
Okay.
That just came out at the end of last year. Now that's basically a small version carryall system for the homeowner. So anyone that has over a half an acre up to many acres can use this product. Now this product will go on the back of a zero-turn mower, Cub Cadet tractor, John Deere tractor, all different tractors. We have a unique mounting hitch that comes with it. And, you bolt it on your tractor, and it goes on and off with one pin. So it's very easy to take on and off. One thing we don't talk about is it folds up and it folds down. So it can fold up if you have to get in tight areas, and you could secure it with a strap it comes with and hold it in the upright position, so you can put it in your garage or your barn and not have to take up any more square footage than you normally take up with your tractor. So that's where it's a little bit different than a trailer. It's inside. It actually becomes part of your tractor.
Okay.
So you can the cables.
Click on some of the pictures there. Yeah.
So you see the cables there. Now the cables can be released from the top section to allow you to dump the rack out. So if you put leaves or something in it, you could release those top cables, dump it out. And also in that that comes with it is there's a plastic liner in the bottom, so you don't puncture anything, because it's canvas. It's a ballistic nylon heavy duty canvas body, and there's a plastic liner in there, so you can just dump it, dump the whole thing out, and that liner stays in there.
Oh, I didn't realize that it dumped out. That's
Yeah,
huge. Actually,
we don't talk about it, and we should talk about it. There's a lot of unique features with this product that we've got to get out some more videos, but it's just been so busy. We have to do that.
And let me just kind of click through. Looks like that's how you would mount it on.
Yeah, that's the bracket. So that's our universal hitch bracket that will mount on to most machines. Some machines you'll have to drill holes. Most of them will line up with the holes that are in the plate already, because the holes are slotted. So you just try and find the best holes on your tractor. And, sometimes you don't even need that plate. And if you have a 2-inch female receiver, the yard rack will plug right into that already. I know a lot of the John Deere tractors and some of the other model tractors have a 2-inch receiver already on them, and you can just plug into that. But the other thing that's pretty neat about this is you can plug it into a triangle on a 3-point hitch. So this rack can be used on a small compact tractor as well.
And yeah, I was seeing, my mind was already thinking about, just having the trailer mover, 3-point hitch, that has that 2-inch receiver, female. It looked like that you just slide it right into there potentially.
Exactly. We sell the heavy hitches. Now we have a partnership with Heavy Hitch, so we sell a combo unit with a heavy hitch, and we sell it with our 5-in-1 tool holder and all that. But it all comes together so that it's like a kit. But it's an easy way to hook it up.
Well, and we were talking a little bit below, and I think everyone on my channel knows that I had the XPHD version, which is no longer available. And we were talking a little bit about that. I figured I wanted to give you a chance to just kind of tell me some of what you were telling me about that.
Yeah, so that rack is a great rack. We loved it. We didn't have any issue with it at all, other than the sales were low on it. Very high quality, great plastic body on the rack, and it just didn't sell well. And we found that the reason it didn't sell well is it didn't have the wheel kit. So when you put it down, it was like a lead weight, and you couldn't really move it around. And everyone liked the idea of being able to move the rack around with the wheels, and also have the added capacity of the Ultimate rack. So we basically discontinued that, and we sell the Ultimate rack. One question that we get a lot from like BX owners or 1025R owners is it too big? It's the BX tractor owner is one of our #1 customers for the Ultimate rack. So it's very, very popular for the subcompact tractors, and all the way up to the over 60 horsepower tractors. It's a good size,
Yeah, and I initially had the same question and wondered whether or not it was too big, but after seeing lots of people with it, I can see it fits right on, no problem. Yeah, gives you a little extra ballast even.
Well, that's the thing, it does, and that's what, when I started the company, when I made the first product, that was what I was looking for. I wanted ballast, one. I wanted a place to carry my tools, and I wanted some storage area. So it was all those things, and I wanted to be able to tow a trailer, and that's what we have. The trailer hitch feature comes with all of them. We've got a counterweight bracket on it, so you can actually add all different kinds of suitcase weights on the rack to give you more ballast. And ballast is just so important. And the rack, like I said before, it weighs 300 pounds. You can put 600 pounds in it. And you could also put another 250 pounds on the suitcase weight bracket. So you potentially could have 1,100 pounds of ballast hanging off the back. So it's quite a bit. And like I said, that's one of the features of it that we needed, because you need ballast. So if you're going to get rid of your weight box, this will take the place.
Right. So, and for those bigger tractors, I mean, that you're going to need that much ballast.
Oh, sure. And a lot of guys will even load their tires on top of that. I have the, a large Kubota 4760, and my tires are loaded, and I have that on there, and I have the sprayer in it. Now we sell sprayers. We make our own sprayer now, so I put a sprayer in it full of 40 gallons of water, and it gives it some nice weight.
Man, you're ready to move some stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, and with the yard rack, and that's what I was thinking when I saw that that the XPHD wasn't available. Is that I could see it. That made sense to me that you've got this yard rack now, plus you got the Ultimate. And seeing where most people were going towards the Ultimate because of the features and the weight.
They were, for sure, and I was disappointed to cancel it, to be honest with you. I love that rack. I have one here I use. I obviously can use them all, but I really like that. There's a lot of unique features in that rack as well, but it's not what the people wanted. So it's hard to keep making something if you're only selling a few of them.
Yeah, you got to listen to the people if you want to stay in business, huh?
And that's what we do. We take all the comments very seriously. We've made a lot of changes to the rack, a lot of improvements to the rack based on just that. I mean, we had one of our customers that mentioned the side bins on our Ultimate rack. Well, it wasn't big enough for them. I want to be able to put a gas can in there. I have a larger oil can. So we just made that change on the fly. So we made it like an inch wider, and that'll fix that problem. And we do that a lot with different things. We take the feedback. I mean, the whole product was built on actual use, so we listen to everything people say to us.
Yeah. And that's the key to success, definitely. So let me, where shall we go next on the website here?
So I would just go to, if you go to racks again, and then go to, let's just touch on, we can go to the ATV Sport Rack.
Okay, yeah. So I'm amazed at how many new products, new items since I've been on the website. So things are moving and shaking with you guys.
That's really awesome. Are. There's no downtime here. I really don't sleep much at all.
That's good.
But this product, this is
now, is that GP Outdoors?
Yeah, that's GP. He did a video with the yard rack.
Yeah, I thought I recognized him there.
Yeah,
okay.
He's great. What a great guy, and he does such a good job, showing the features of the racks and everything he shows. He's been great. But he did a video on the Ultimate rack, and he did a video on the yard rack, and just showing how it connects and the features of it and stuff. And the ATV Sport Rack is essentially the yard rack, but it just without the hitch plate, and it connects. It will connect to the ATV with that 2-inch connector. So we have all these kits on the site. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's like 2-inch receiver kits and extensions and different things that we have with it. So we have guys that put them on there. You can see it on the I think that's a Can-Am with the hitch bracket. Yeah. So the 2-inch extender riser, so you can put the yard rack in the top one, and on the bottom one throw a trailer with it as well. And the other thing that we find a lot of people are doing, which we thought people would do it, but they're doing it more than we actually thought, would be put it on the front of the RTVs and the Gators. Because the same thing with like the Ultimate rack. You put the tools on the outside. You have the cargo area free. Well, same thing, with the RTVs. If they have a spot to put their tools, now that they don't have to put it in the bed of the RTV, and with all the other stuff they want to put in there, whether it's hay bales or mulch or whatever, they can put their firewood in the back and put their chainsaw on the yard rack on the front.
Well, and you know what? It makes sense, because you figure if you're dumping any dirt or rocks out of the bed, you don't want your tools going out as well.
No, that's a good point. And it gives you a nice, safe, secure place to put your gloves, your oil, your gas, your chainsaw, all that stuff can stay right in the front. And it's worked out well. We've sold a lot of them to Gator and RTV owners.
I would never have thought of that. So I'm glad we did this. It's got my mind thinking of the possibilities. Now I just need to get a side-by-side.
Yeah, me too.
But darn it, I don't need one because I've already got the big tool rack for my tractor.
True. That's true. They're fun just to drive around, though. I know that.
Right. All right. So, yeah, that just opens it up to so many people having that little extra bit of storage. And now, does this also dump as well?
Yeah, it's the same body, so it will dump as well. And it's great for guys that are going camping with their ATVs. They want to put their tents in the back, their chairs, coolers, all that stuff. We're just starting to touch that market right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, just that feature to be able to dump, really, I could see where the homeowner, having that on the back of their lawn tractor or on an ATV going around. I'm constantly having to pick up sticks, so being able to throw them in there, zoom around the yard and then be able to dump it, would be huge.
It's funny you say that. That's exactly why the product was developed, because again, based on what I need, I'm building stuff that I need, right? So I'm out mowing, and exactly what you just said, you come upon a stick or a rock or a dog's toy, and you don't want to run it over. So you got to put it somewhere, and either you try and throw it in the woods if you're close enough, or you carry it the rest of the way. So that's exactly why it was developed. And obviously there's a lot more uses for it, but that's what I use it for. So when you're out mowing, and you just throw stuff in it, and it becomes part of the tractor. So it's not like it's in the way. And like I said, if you wanted to, you can fold it up or down.
And it does show a good picture of it folded up. So
right.
Yeah, cool. And I know that we were talking about and saw it on your website, and Austin mentioned that you guys are sharing some products on your websites.
Sure.
And his dad is the one. Yeah, there we go. Here, let me get the picture up there better. His dad was the one that was saying that the mother of all invention, necessity is the mother of all invention. And
that's right.
And Austin was saying it was when he went off to college that his dad invented the log ox, because he no longer had Austin around to do it all. So,
well, I'll tell you, I love that product. I mean, I met those folks; they're great people. It's just Lynn, John, and Austin. We actually went away to the Mother Earth News Fair and met them up there and spent some time with them. Great folks, and it's just such a great product. I mean, we decided to take it on because I use it. They brought it here just so we could shoot a video, and I had never touched one. Mm-hmm. And I used it that day, and I just fell in love with it. Like, I won't split wood without it. It makes it fun, and it makes it so your back's not hurting. So it's just a great tool.
Definitely. So, but it was just funny how he was mentioning that his dad invented all these things after he left for college. So
yeah.
got a riding lawnmower also after he left.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear and I'm not sure how much time you've got, but do you want to take a look at some other items?
I'm here for you.
So much new stuff, man.
No, let's do it. That's fine. We can go back to the racks tab, and we can look at the ROPS rack pack. Okay,
and I put one of these on the on my zero turn, which is super handy for my grabber. When I'm using my cyclone rake, I put a big stick on so I can dig out the leaves out of my cyclone rake. But that ROPS rack is super handy. Put my weed eater when I'm heading down further away to the other side of the property and have to do some weed eating.
Yeah, no, it's a great product. It's an inexpensive product, an easy way to carry tools. I'm super excited about it. We literally just received our utility patent on it.
Oh,
so I was really excited. Those patents are hard to get, and we have several of them now. So that's a good thing, and it's been a great product. We sell a lot of those to zero turn owners and tractor owners, and even if they buy a big tool rack, there's A lot of people are still adding this because you can hang the gear bag to it. That's a new product that came out. That came out again based on a need that I had. I was mowing the lawn, and even though you can carry your trimmer, my cell phone's always in my pocket. And on the zero turns, there's really nowhere to put anything. So it's fallen out of my pocket so many times, and I've ruined so many smartphones. And I was like, it's time to put something on this rack so I can at least put my phone in there. Because when I mow with a headset on, and I like to stream music, and just, I need my phone with me, especially when there's a call. So the gear bag holds the phone, it holds the water bottles, it holds a bunch of stuff, and it's worked out well.
So in this video, is this the gear bag here?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep, that talks about the gear bag and how it attaches to the ROPS rack pack.
Okay.
Well, that gear bag will go on our racks. It will go on UTVs and RTVs. It comes with a couple different strap kits with it, so it's very universal. Guys buy them to hang them on their Rangers and Gators and stuff. But it's got a unique strapping mechanism that will tie to the ROPS rack pack, tie to our ultimate racks, and tie to a bunch of different things. And the best part about it is it doesn't require any tools to connect it. So it's just Velcro and straps and the D-rings.
Okay. So the ROPS rack is one thing, and then that bag is separate, and you don't necessarily have to have the ROPS rack to hook the bag up to a ROPS?
Well, you would need the ROPS rack pack to hook it to a ROPS, because that gives you a solid anchor point. So you basically run the straps through one of the D-rings to hold it from sliding down. So,
gotcha.
So you would need that.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. But like I ended up putting my small Kubota toolbox onto my zero turn. If I'd have known about the bag, I could have avoided having to fiddle with all that.
For sure.
I'm trying to, let me scroll down, see if there's the bag, right?
That's the bag right there. You can click on that. It should drive you. If you click on it, it should drive you to the page. It shows it on a tractor and on a zero turn. It's a great add-on for like the compact tractors as well, because you still need a place to carry stuff. You see one on like a New Holland tractor there.
Let me scroll through. Yeah, here it is. Okay, yeah. So I can see the ROPS rack there.
One thing I'll say is you'll notice that all these products tie to all of our products. So that gear bag actually acts as a saddle bag on our yard rack and our ATV sport rack. So you could attach it to the side just like you would have saddlebags on a motorcycle. You'd have two bags on the side, and that's been really popular for the yard rack as well.
Okay, let me see. Probably, I'll go through some of the pictures here. Just
so that you can see it right there.
There we go. Okay, cool.
That just shows the inside. There's 3 pockets inside.
Okay. Man, yeah, I'm thinking have all your wood cutting stuff in it, and could have different bags for different tasks that you're going to be out doing potentially even.
No, for sure. And that's it on the rack. It attaches. You could put you could put several of them on the ultimate rack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a customer sent that to me. That's inside the cab of a skid steer.
Oh, okay. So
he just strapped it in there. It's like I said, it's endless where you could use these things, but he told me it fits perfect in there. So he's able to put his lunch in there and his water and all that stuff.
Oh, makes sense. His phone there, everything. Yeah. Cool, man. I'll tell you what, you do have a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
That's one of the things I've enjoyed these interviews, just really seeing the new stuff that's out there.
Yeah,
it's not always a good thing for my bank account, though.
No. We keep it exciting.
Yes.
So
let me click on the Kubota Ultimate Rack just really fast, since we're orange and dirty over here.
Yeah.
Man, that is such a sharp rack. I tell you what.
Yeah, this was an exciting thing. I mean, we got a call probably like a little over 2 years ago from Kubota, and I didn't believe it at first, you know, because they called and they asked if we would be willing to make a rack for them. And I was like, we certainly would want to make a rack for them. You know, at the time, I think I had a Kubota L3560, and we were just shooting videos and taking pictures and showing it off, and they noticed it, and they loved it. And we shot a video on a friend's farm. That's the video that's in there. It's a video that was a lot of work. It took us like 18 hours to shoot it, probably about 14 hours of editing to get 3 minutes of footage.
It's
it's worth the watch, and I just think it came out great. We spent a lot of time on it, and it really shows the functionality of it and what you can do with it.
And it is indeed the perfect color as well.
Sure.
Now, I did see on Outdoors with the Morgans, there's a red one as well.
Yeah, well, we had a red one for Mike. We made one special for Mike. We actually make, we'll get into that. We get to the new Ultimate racks. We can probably go there next.
Okay.
But we just started this. I believe we announced it last week, where we're going to offer our flagship colors are yellow and black. That's been the company brand colors. So obviously that's our main color. But we changed the color scheme a little bit on the rack, and to make it so if you want to click on one of the pictures on there, we could talk to it. So the rack used to have yellow side bins and yellow corners, and it used to have a yellow label. So we changed it to a gray label and made everything else black, and the bars are the only thing that's yellow right now. So what that does for us, it kind of eases the pain from a manufacturing perspective. And now we could sell them with red bars and orange bars.
Oh, so, that makes sense.
And all the colors we think look pretty good. So we're excited about it. Now a lot of guys want to match their tractor. So if you've got a Kubota, you can match it with this one, or you can get the Kubota rack. If you've got a Massey, a Mahindra, a Case, you can buy the red one. So those are the three colors that we're offering right now, and that's our new look. We're pretty excited about the 2020 year.
It is sharp. I saw it on social media, and I think that's where I responded and mentioned, hey, would still love to have you on. So
yeah, no, I'm glad I was able to do this. It's been really crazy. We're working 24/7, and we're taking pre-orders right now. We sold out of our Ultimate rack, so we're taking pre-orders right now. We've got a bunch of them already, so we're behind the eight ball right now, trying to get everything done. And we like to exceed our customers' expectations, so we're going to keep trying to do that here. But this new rack's got some new features. It has the new 5-in-1 holder on it, which I don't know if you can zoom in there or not, but we can go to that and show it after.
Let me see if there's another picture that might have a better.
That's it right there. So that's the 5-in-1 holder. So basically, that's a chainsaw holder, trimmer holder, like I said, hedge trimmer holder, and it's got 4 holes in it that you can carry long handle tools, and that comes with our rubber grommet kit. It also comes with something that we just added, which is our chainsaw tooth guard, and that protects the teeth from hitting the metal on the metal plate there.
I'm going to scroll down and see if by chance there's one.
If you go, you probably would have to go to the accessories page. If you go up and you go to the accessories page, you'll see it shows that's the first accessory. That's been our #1 add-on for all the racks. People that bought the Ultimate rack before are adding that as a accessory. It's the very first item if you click on it. And that product was designed basically because I don't sleep a lot, and I think about this stuff at night. And I said, how do I get a 4-hole tool holder and a chainsaw all in one small area so I could put it on the yard rack? And that's why that was designed basically for the yard rack. If you click through some of the pictures, you see it on the yard rack. So that was why, and then it just developed into this item that the Ultimate Rack owners wanted as well, because you can get a lot of tools in a nice small area. And
Right.
Nice. Cutouts in it to accept our S-beaner hooks, and it's a really cool holder. If you click on that again, it should open up. Just a screen. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And so now I see you do have the rubber grommets to protect your tools there. And you mentioned a chainsaw tooth, or
yeah, it's a chainsaw tooth guard. It's a plastic plate that gets bolted in place there, so your teeth on your saw don't hit the metal.
Okay.
So that's all included with this kit. When you buy that, you get that tooth protector, you get the holder, and you get the rubber grommets. It's all part of the package when you order it. And again, that was, the rubber grommets we sell now for our 4-hole tool holder accessory as well, because what happens over time, and we learned this, it wasn't on purpose, we learned that when your tools sit in there, they rub against those round holes and it marks them. So this rubber grommet fixes that. And especially if you have like fiberglass handles, you don't want to mark them up.
Right. I am going to have to pick some up without a doubt. Like you said, that's what you've learned along the way, and I could definitely use some. I'm going to have to order me some.
Well, you know a guy.
That's right. Nowhere to go. That's awesome. Man, cool stuff. Let's see here. So we were at Racks, the Ultimate Rack. Do you want me to go back there, or?
Yeah, go back to the Ultimate Rack. We could just touch on that some more. So this is the new rack, and like I said, it's got a new look. And we're right now we're offering this pre-order deal to people that want to order and they don't mind waiting. Right now it's 8 to 10 week lead time. So we're giving our customers 10% off if they order now, and they could do that right on the internet. But it's looking about 8 to 10 weeks right now.
Okay. And since I brought this picture up, it kind of blends in, but there's the suitcase weight rack as well, like you were talking about. You can add those suitcase weights in addition to the 300 pounds of the rack, plus the equipment that you have. So plenty of ballast.
Well, the other thing I want to note is, it's all the racks are iMatch and Quick Hitch compatible. So you can put, your weights on, and it'll still work with your iMatch or your Quick Hitch, which is nice, and be able to have some extra weight if you need it.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to get some suitcase weights, but I still haven't done it. I have the Land Pride QH05, and it has more of a curve arch, and I think that will limit how many suitcase weights I can put on it. So anyone out there watching, you might opt for the more square, boxy, quick hitch option, probably like what you offer with a combo.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because that is the only one that I know of that wouldn't allow you to put, say, 6 suitcase weights. You might only be able to get 4 on there. The other thing with that hitch is the spring release goes towards the implement. So with the QH05, we have rear. If you look at that picture again, you'll see on the back there's 2 storage bins in the back. So those storage bins would have to be reversed to the inside or taken off to allow that QH05 to work properly.
Okay.
So, yeah, we try and steer people away from that particular hitch if they're going to buy an Ultimate. I mean, people buy them and they use them. They just have to take the bins off or reverse them. It's going to work. It's just you have to make an adjustment for it. But
if I had it to do over again, I probably wouldn't have gotten the QH05 quick hitch. Just back when I was young and dumb, excited to get.
It's a nice looking quick hitch, but it's the functionality I think is limited. I've heard some other things, with trouble with it hooking up with different things, but the one that we have on the site is universal. It's heavy duty. If you want to go to that combo page, we could look at it there. But we offer it as a package. So if you don't have a quick hitch already, you can buy this all together. We ship it all together. And one thing that we include with ours is the bushing kit and that top link U bracket. So you don't need the U bracket for the big tool rack, but customers will use it for brush hogs and different things. So we include it. I'm not sure if we're going to keep including that part because no one seems to use it, but it's there right now.
Yeah, I know when I did get my Land Pride one, you know, they recommended buying that as well in case you do use it for a brush hog or something. So it seems to be not used. I don't. I don't have.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're including it and we send it out, and most times it causes confusion because people think they need it for the big tool rack and they don't. So, so that's why I said we might not include that part, but we will always include the bushing kit because the bushing kit actually makes it nice and tight connection with the tractor, so it doesn't have any space in there.
Yeah, nice. Okay. All right. Let me see.
There's a video there too that shows that how you can connect and disconnect it for anyone that wants to see how how easy it is to connect and disconnect the rack. You literally, if you wanted to disconnect, you didn't have to get off your tractor. You could reach behind you, release the levers, and drop it down and drive away. So
nice. Yep, that is handy. And like you were mentioning, having those legs with the wheels to be able to just drop it and roll it over into the corner is so nice.
Yeah, that's been key. That's been a key sales thing for us, and that's what people seem to love. And I think even Mike mentioned it in one of his videos. When he gets home from work, because he works 2 jobs. When he gets home from work and he's like, I don't want to go looking around for tools. If you've got an hour or 2 at night when you get home from work and you want to go work on your yard, how nice is it to have everything you need right there and just roll it up and drive away?
Yeah,
right,
definitely. Okay. Well, let's see here. We are already at 47 minutes. I know I was going to try and keep you just 30-ish minutes. So we'll wrap things up. Is there anything before we do that that you wanted to touch on or make sure that you mentioned?
Well, I want to just thank people for their support, especially the veterans and first responders. We do special things for them, and I really appreciate them. It's been a great thing to be able to talk to a lot of the veterans, and a lot of them are disabled, and we've been able to help them with the big tool rack, and it means a lot to us and the support from them and all of our customers. So thank you. Awesome.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, and I want to encourage all the viewers to go check out Bigtoolrack. Golly, we barely touched on all of the products and accessories and everything. We probably could have spent a couple more hours probably. So definitely go check out what's new over there. And I've been so pleased. You guys have seen it on my tractor. It stays on. And in fact, I probably don't keep it as neat as I probably should. It does end up carrying lots of stuff, but kind of the beauty of it is I always have it with me when I need it, when I'm running around doing something and I realize I need to do while I'm out here something else. At least I got the tool with me. So I'm a little bit of a pack rat that way.
Well, that's good. That's good stuff.
Yep. So I appreciate it. I've got the website down below, and I will put the website in the description of the video so you guys can go check out the big tool rack. So you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and the little bell icon to be notified of new videos. And definitely go check out Tim over there at the big tool rack. All right, guys. O&D out.
Thanks, Garrett.
Thank you.